ZEPBOUND 7.5 mistakes and how to fix them ASAP. Hi, beautiful friends. I'm Elizabeth, Countess of Shopping. I just got off set of BIOptimizers live stream for the pre-Prime Day sale coming up. And I want to talk today after having lost over 108 pounds. Literally just got back from HSN from being on TV live for the last 2 days, which would not have happened without my ZEPBOUND journey of losing over 108 pounds. I want to talk today about ZEPBOUND 7.5 specifically. Now, if you are on a higher dose or you are on a lower dose, this should hopefully help you on your ZEPBOUND journey, but I want to hone in on specifically this dose from my experience, strength, and hope. I'm not a healthcare provider. None of this is medical advice, but simply things that I had mistake after mistake after mistake that you can help circumvent to elevate your own weight loss journey. So let's go ahead and dive in. Number one, at this point, we know ZEPBOUND 7.5 milligrams is the third dose out of the doses. So they go 2.5 milligrams, 5 milligrams, 7.5 milligrams. Do I have a dosing? There we go. 7.5 milligrams, 10 milligrams, 12.5 milligrams, 15 milligrams. The data tells us at that highest dose, at bound 15 milligrams, that we're going to have much more of an impact than lower doses. And so for ZEPBOUND 7.5 milligrams, for me, I titrated up, meaning I elevated up to the next dose of ZEPBOUND 7.5 milligrams starting my third month. So the first month for me was 2.5 milligrams, ZEPBOUND 5 milligrams, and ZEPBOUND 7.5 milligrams. I was on mounjaro, if that confuses some people. Same thing, same manufacturer, Eli Lilly, just different FDA approvals on there, so don't let that confuse you. But we're talking about ZEPBOUND today for obesity management and sleep apnea. But my mounjaro 7.5 brothers and sisters, you come lump yourself in. Come on in. Getting a blood panel. At that point, and so after my third month of being on ZEPBOUND, for me, my healthcare provider at the time, before I had switched over to Join Fridays, the healthcare provider that I've used for a long time, the healthcare provider said, you need to get a blood panel, because we want to start having a foundation, or not a foundation, but a cross-reference point. And I really appreciated that healthcare advice, and I want to pass that along to you. If you are able to, get a blood panel, just to double check everything, particularly if you already had one from when you first started, and then you can compare at the end of your first full month of being on ZEPBOUND 7.5 milligrams, the differences. And for me, I just had another blood panel. I love blood panels. I feel like they tell us so much, because for me, my body has evolved and changed so much that getting a blood panel for me is super, super helpful. And I recently just had, been on ZEPBOUND now for over 2.5 years, and I just had a blood panel come back that there's something on my thyroid that they want to do some more testing on too. Thank goodness for blood panel. Preventative medicine, I preach that so much here. Again, I'm not a healthcare provider. I don't pretend to play one on the internet, but literally that blood panel now, that it's a flag for my thyroid. Am I worried? Not really. Because I feel like we've caught this early, whatever it is, if do they need to adjust my medication or things like that. So for blood panels, I really, really encourage you if you're able to. And I know cost for some of this, of course, is going to come into play, but really, if you can, get a blood panel. Number two, life changes. The next 3 mistakes I made were not setting me up for success for lifestyle changes. And for me, you do you. I have no judgment on you. So please don't have judgment on me. Hopefully you'll take this as encouraging. But for me, the whole lens in which I'm watching this is lifestyle changes. Permanent, sustainable lifestyle changes. And there's 3 areas and arenas I like to really, really hit on for me. I always say I'm a slower turtle. This is taking me longer than most people, and that's okay. If you are in the turtle club, I feel like we need like Ninja Turtle t-shirts. Turtles unite. If you are slower, great. If you're faster, great. Because we do have those different buckets, which are hypo responders, normal responders, and non-responders. For me, I really had to work on these 3 lifestyle changes of food. It's like a food checklist. I couldn't go into lifting weights. Now, you see me lifting weights. I do lift weights now, but y'all, that didn't happen until after the first year and really into the second year, into the last 6 months for me. I've gotten laser focused in on lifting. So really focusing in on ZEPBOUND 7.5 milligrams, the food component. And here's the checklist and the rubric I have gone through that really helped me. 1, what does full feel like? Being morbidly obese, I did not ever really have a clear Like on Thanksgiving, I felt full, but I ate my brains out to get to that point. You feel me? And so it wasn't full in a healthy, well-balanced sense. And for me, the aim and goal of this is to be well-balanced, healthy, nutrition-focused, nutrition-forward. And so what does full feel like with that? And that just learning what, and I say just, that's a diminishing word, so I'm taking that back. Rewind. That full feeling, learning what that feels like and being able to quickly identify that within my body, coming from a morbidly obese background, has been huge. Huge. I'm full. Okay, let me put my fork down. It takes us 20 minutes to process that we're being full. And I used to eat so rapidly, slowing it down. One of you beautiful viewers had, and I meant to pop up the question if this was your comment. Forgive me that I don't have it to give you credit for it, but in the awesome comments, someone's like, I'm a teacher and I only have, I think she said like 20 minutes for lunch. And I have to eat quickly. And so I was like, gosh, like my heart broke first and foremost for that of like, ugh, like, not that I'm typically eating in around 20 minutes or 30 minutes, depending. But if there's a way for me, the reframe of this, of eating, is savoring. That is the word that goes through my head. I'm savoring to nourish my body and to do thy will. For me, it's a prayer of to nourish my body and do thy will. I'm not asking you to subscribe to that belief system, but savoring food and going more slowly with it helps me to recognize when I get fuller faster. Number two, noticing hunger cues. What does hungry really feel like as well? Y'all, these seem like preliminary basic things, but I didn't get it. I didn't get it really until like 7.5. 2.5 was when I was like, oh my gosh, the food noise is silenced. Just knowing what that felt like. And if you are at 7.5 milligrams, we are all different. Do not get down on yourself. If your journey is different than mine, please do not compare yourself to anyone else. Comparison is a thief of joy. Different doses. One of my awesome countesses in our community, Amanda, I love her to pieces and I love her journey. She's on 2.5 milligrams. She's crushing it, 2.5 milligrams. So, and then I'm on ZEPBOUND 15 milligrams. I need to go to a higher dose. There's no such thing yet for brand names. And so we're all different. I share that in the, we're all different on our journey. So take what you want and leave the rest. So what does hungry feel like? That took some cues of, okay, my tummy growls sometimes. There's a little ache and it's usually, and I can point to it with my hand. My therapist had me do this, literally, like therapy works. It's really helped so much. But putting my hands on there, like, okay, and being mindful of that has been huge, as opposed to just either overeating, so I never know what hungry feels like. I've done that. Or undereating to the point of where I'm so hungry and then I ravenously come in and that has set me up for a binge eating of like, ugh. So learning what this hungry feels like and balancing that out. Because again, for me, the goal is balanced, healthy, sustainable. Number three, when to put my fork down. Putting my fork down has been huge with that. And then what to eat within that has also been a huge lesson. With that, I want to really encourage you. For me, this has been ongoing for the last 2.5 years. I didn't just get it with ZEPBOUND 2.5 milligrams. It has been continuous lesson learning over and over again with that. Number three, mistakes that I had made with, like, I wish I had someone who just told me, by the way, that food rubric, just that food checklist of like, check. Like, I wish someone had just told me that. It would have saved me weeks and months of problems. And it would have sped up this process a little bit better. Number three, mistake to fix ASAP for your journey and talk to your healthcare provider about is fixing my sleep. For me, I was on, because I knew I was supposed to take magnesium. I was taking one type of magnesium. I switched over to BIOptimizers Magnesium Breakthrough because it has 7 types of magnesium in it. What a game changer. What a game changer. It changed my sleep. This was over 2 years ago now. Changed my sleep. I think it was 2 years, around that ballpark. Yeah, 2 years ago. Changed my sleep. I had been waking up in the middle of the night, which I felt groggy. I woke up not well rested. I couldn't tackle my to-do list, which was extensive and still is. I have a very enriched schedule, probably like you do. Like, for example, I just got back from HSN, was filming for 2 days straight over at QVC Studio City in Pennsylvania, drove back, like, it's a long list. And you probably have that too. So when you don't sleep well, for me, it affects my mood. I don't wake up ready to hit my to-do list. I'm slow. And I don't like that feeling. And so getting great sleep with Magnesium Breakthrough, super game changer. Also been very helpful in terms of regularity. I feel like we don't talk about poop enough in the ZEPBOUND community. So I don't have a constipation that's frequent for so many on ZEPBOUND. For me, I don't have a constipation problem because I take BIOptimizers Magnesium Breakthrough. I typically take 2 a night, and I take it about 30 minutes before I go to bed. It helps with that gentle, restful sleep. I don't have the melatonin hangover that I used to have. I used to take melatonin. This has been awesome. You can actually get it. Use my link down below over on Amazon, but use my Amazon link in the description. And if you can use the discount code Countess, COUNTESS, but use my Amazon link down below. There are some bad actors on Amazon, so make sure you're clicking my link. It's my Amazon shopping list link. Right now, they're running a sale. When you buy 3 products, you can save an extra 10%. Buy 4 products, save an extra 15%. I'm not sure if that sale is in conjunction on top, like if you can stack it with my code or not. I don't know the answer to that. So if something is, if it's on sale like that and then using the code, I don't know. To be determined, but nonetheless, BIOptimizer, fixing my sleep. Like fixing my sleep, because I realized when I had sleep with ZEPBOUND, like I'd wake up, I think it was my hormones shifting. It was my something. And then not getting sleep to getting sleep, what a big difference it made. What a big difference it made. And being able to tackle my to-do list. And subsequently, I know many of you have ZEPBOUND fatigue. Ironically, Magnesium Breakthrough also has helped me with that too, because I'm able to get really, really good sleep. ZEPBOUND fatigue for me is not from not sleeping. It's literally the medication makes me tired. I had that with, I was talking about mounjaro tiredness before anyone even ever mentioned it. So it was one of the not guinea pigs, but kind of. People said I would have, so many people said I would have like 5 heads from taking mounjaro. And so I've been on mounjaro, Tirzepatide compound, and ZEPBOUND, not to confuse anybody, but I've been on the different ones of those GLP-1 medications because of the shortages. Fixing my sleep, number 3 within this rubric, and we have mentioned blood panels, which would technically be number 4, but working out. Y'all, I'm going to keep it 100. I didn't lift at all the first year, really. I wanted to because I knew the muscle mass loss component and how important it is for lifting for both men and women. When we get older, we need that muscle to protect our bones for bone health, which ironically, BIOptimizers Magnesium Breakthrough also helps support bone function as well. So I want to take the pressure off. If you're not lifting yet, I want you, and if you were my bestie, this is what I would say to you. Well, you are my bestie because you've watched this far in the video, so you're automatically a bestie. Hey, Glow. All my besties here, I would say take the pressure off and just do something. For me, it was walking my dogs and swimming the first year. And then it evolved to other things. The evolution of lifting now has been an evolution, right? It didn't start with me doing this. No, definitely not. It started with me literally just walking my dogs 2 miles. One for... it was for Fred when we first had him, then we got Wilma. So 1 mile for Fred, 1 mile for Wilma, before it was 2 miles for Fred. He got the short end of the stick. And so just walking, just something. What is that something for you? I love hearing in our community people working out, people doing such great things, and hearing your different workout. It motivates me so much. Like, I love it in the comments. When people are telling me what workouts they're doing while they're watching videos, I'm like, yes! So what are you choosing to work out? But if it doesn't have to be that. For me, it was not the main focus of working out. Food was higher on the pyramid of like important things. The top of that pyramid was food, like food in relation to fullness, in relation to being hungry, putting my fork down, and what to actually eat within those food choices. Top of the pyramid. And so if working out for you is at the bottom of the pyramid, that for me is what the case. If I could go back as a mistake, because this video is on my mistakes, would I fix that? No. I would encourage to do something where I'm burning some calories. I do like to see how many calories. Yesterday I burned, on HSN, by the way, I realized I was burning so many calories. I was ravenous after my shows. I looked at this has never happened before, by the way. I wore my Fitbit 6 while I was on set. So if you saw me on TV yesterday, I literally, I kept checking how many calories I was burning. I burned so many calories because my heart rate was at one point like 150, 160. It was up there, like, y'all, it was a workout. And so I say all that to say, well, let me get back to the point of this. All of that to say, it didn't start with me lifting. It started with me just walking and finding something I enjoyed. So what is the thing you enjoy? Go do that. And if you need to focus in on food, take the pressure off. For me, it was too much pressure to do both. And then it set me up for failure, honestly. I really like sabotaged that way. there's a place to push, and then there's also a place to pull. And so for me, it was pushing hardcore on learning new sustainable food habits, of learning healthy, balanced food habits, and then learning sustainable, healthy, balanced workout habits. Two different skill sets, truly. And so we go back to systems. I love talking about Atomic Habits by James Clear. You can get it on my Amazon shopping list down below. About habits set us best up for systems. That's how I run 3 multi-million-dollar businesses, is all through systems. I love preaching systems. So what are your systems if you do start working out in relation to that? Now that I'm back from travel, I've been traveling extensively the last month, I am heavily going to get into workout stuff, which I'm really excited about. Next set of mindset things to fix. These for me were at the very bottom of the period, and I said period, pyramid. Triangle, would be managing stress. This sounds weird, but it was a mistake. Managing my clothes. I didn't manage that well. It actually took Banksy's mama. Oh, my dog is whining. Why are you whining? Banksy's mama to be like, you're wearing too baggy of clothes. Literally. And I was like, I love you so much. She said it in like the most loving, kind way. I came back, not this fall, was it this fall or the previous fall? And I was like, my pants look so baggy, I was wearing sweatpants. She's like, you should be wearing leggings. I was like, I've never worn leggings since 5th grade. That literally, Banksy's mama's comment was the catalyst in me wearing leggings now. Like these leggings in these videos were because of Banksy's mom. Because she's like, you look bigger in those baggy sweatpants. Why are you wearing those? Like that's mistakes. I just didn't know fashion stuff in terms of that. But so now that I can, before I didn't wear it because it was so big, and it was so big, and that's okay. I was embarrassed about it. It was a me thing, not a size thing, to be totally clear. Like, I'm not saying that for anyone else. For me, I felt very uncomfortable wearing leggings. And now I actually really do feel pretty comfortable. And I like the compression on them. Banksy's mom was right. You do actually look thinner in leggings because they compress. But I couldn't fix that mistake. That took until after the first year. So ZEPBOUND 7.5 milligrams for me, that was the 3rd month. For some of you, that may be the first year or first year and a half. You may be way further down the pipeline than me. This is why I say all of our stories are different. Same, but different. And then the other mistake was fixing mindset stuff. I worked with a therapist, and I think it is a mistake for others that I see that don't work with a therapist or some sort of something along that line in terms of the mindset, if you're able to. And I know that's not for everybody, but for me, that's made a big, big difference, is working with a therapist in terms of my mindset. So the main things I thought were mistakes for me on ZEPBOUND 7.5 milligrams that I'm really, really grateful that I honed in on was food. How full and when do I feel full? What's hungry feel like? What's putting my fork down feel like? What do I eat within that? When do I eat within that? Like, this is a lot. It sounds so basic, but for me, being morbidly obese, it truly was this learning lesson, huge learning curve. And then I could go tackle things of like, okay, what do you eat? Like what, quote, normal people eat. But normal is a dishwasher setting, so there's no such thing as normal. Finding on social media, there was somebody who I really, really loved on social media. I'm like finding out, anyways, I digress, that there's no such thing as normal is the point that I'm trying to say. And my sleep issue, which is why I always go back to BIOptimizers Magnesium Breakthrough. They have had hundreds of thousands of people taking BIOptimizers Magnesium Breakthrough. There's a reason. For me, it's the best. You can use the link down in the description link below. Fixing my sleep, that was the big missing hinge pin for me, was switching over to Magnesium Breakthrough because of the 7 types of magnesium. Make sure you use my Amazon link though down below. And that's also an affiliate link too for full disclosure. And working out, the mistake was the mind effort I put myself through of like, why am I not working out, and like browbeating myself over it. Just find a simple thing to burn calories. How can you burn calories today? Is that cleaning your house up more? That's definitely tomorrow, not today, is going to be my workout. Tomorrow, because I've been gone for so long, we have so much junk, I'm going to clean. Like declutter, clean, that's going to be my workout for the day. And I'm going to burn a ton of calories. So, and as opposed to like walking or whatever. The dogs will still probably get walked. It'll be as the accoutrement in addition to. My beautiful friends, your accountability question: what are you doing today to move you closer to your goals? Number 2, your emoji of the day. I do emojis of the day to get to know you better because I truly do care. I do daily shows because I love our community so much. Y'all motivate me and hopefully I motivate you, but seeing your name pop up day after day after day after day helps me get to know you. Like that's why I call people my besties, is because we hang out every day. And so seeing your names pop up, I'm like, yes, but that literally is through something as silly and as simple as an emoji of the day makes such a big impact. So our emoji of the day today is going to be a heart, because we need some more love. Man, do we need a little bit more love in this world. So heart is the emoji of the day, and I'm sending you all lots and lots of love. Also, emojis of the day are my bat signal to pray over you. If you don't believe in prayer, I will uplift you in positive thought, as all are welcome at the Countess of Shopping table. My beautiful friends, be kind to yourself, be kind to others. I'm Countess of Shopping. Count my blessings because life is delicious. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys over in our free encouragement group, which is linked down below too. Bye, guys.